First of all, I have no affiliation with Lindell, no affiliation with Sweetwater, who's going to be mentioned in this because I bought it through Sweetwater and they play into this. Okay. I don't, nobody. I bought this stuff myself. I own it myself. Sweetwater has no idea that I do a YouTube channel. I'm a very tiny little YouTube channel, so I don't go around going, hey, don't you know I have a YouTube channel? Like, whatever. So I needed their help. We'll get to that. Okay, I'm going to go as fast as I can and try and give you a little review of this, the Lindell, the 10 space. Okay. I ended up with it because it was the cheapest 10 space that offered DB25s. I hadn't owned a piece of Lindell gear before then. Build quality is pretty good. It's not radial. It's not API, but it's pretty good. Feels good. Feels, I guess, it's this a subjective thing, but I think it feels a little heavier duty than the Midas. But I like the Midas, as you can see, those things are freaking fully loaded and they work perfectly. The Midas do have the power switch on the front. These do not have a power switch, or this doesn't have a power switch, but it does have a separate power supply with a power switch on it. So I guess you could put that in a place that's easy to reach and turn it on and off if you wanted to. This runs on, it's on a power conditioner, so I just flip that off and everything comes on or off. But anyway, yep, that works good. The slots, it all looks good. The screws, I don't have any, like the Midas, one of those came and like, I think on each one, so maybe this is a thing, they had one screw that was already stripped out no matter what. Don't have that issue on this. And you pay more for this than you do for the Midas, for sure, but that we don't have that issue. This one came with one cover. It's got the little, it's a nice piece of aluminum. It's got the Lindell logo on it, if you're into that. Anyway, and every module I put has worked fine. No noise, no issues, no nothing. Same can be said for the Midas. And this being a 10 space, with DB25, the DB25s are only 8 channels. So these 8 channels go out in and out. These two, this, just so you understand, those are modules which I bought from a company called, can you see it there? Bleeding Ear. Let's see, let's try and zoom in. What the heck? Bleeding Ear Audio and Recording. Okay, I bought those. They're pretty cheap, and they're just a pass-through, and they're pretty handy. Like, I could patch directly. I could bring a piece, get a new preamp, set it on top of this thing, patch it right there, not have to climb around the back or do any of that, and it's automatically going to come up on that patch bay, and I can just patch it into a converter or do whatever I need to do with it. So that's really pretty neat function there. But the thing is, these are on XLRs. I'll go around the back and show you, but DB25 XLRs. Let's go around the back. Here you go. There's a look at the back. You can see the DB25s. Every channel feeds into the next. You can use XLRs or DB25s. I don't believe they work at the same time. Here you go. So these 4, this is going to be channels 9 and 10. 9 and 10, and then this is the power supply cable, and it's down in that rat nest of power stuff. But anyway, so it worked great right up until slot 3 died. Here I am yesterday, and I've got stuff. I've been working trying to get all this stuff racked up and laying out my new patch bay. And yesterday I was to the point where I was testing every channel, and I discovered that channel 3 wasn't working. I went through methodically and tested every possibility to make sure it was actually slot 3 and not cabling or modules or whatever. So I determined definitely the Lindell screwing up. I go to sweetwater.com. I log into my website. I go to order history. I go down to this Lindell. I click on it, and it says report a problem or something along those lines. So I just click that. Boom. Thing pops up, fill it out, name, address, blah, 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 blah. What's your problem? Send it to him. A couple hours later, dude named Colin calls me. Really nice. Says, yeah, so I see, you're having a problem. What's the deal? I tell him, I explain that I've really, really determined there's no way it's a cable or anything else. It's not going to be user error. It's going to be this thing. He's like, okay, because you've had it longer than the 45-day automatic return thing, it's covered under the regular warranty from Lindell. No problem. We'll send it in. We'll get it fixed. You will 100% have a working Lindell, not an issue, right? So that's cool. But then he goes, you know what? tomorrow you're going to have a new one, and then you're just going to pack this thing up with a return authorization, put it in the same box, send it back to us. Man, that is awesome. So yeah, so far worked out pretty good. Sweetwater has really been cool about it, and I really appreciate it, because I mean, it would have been totally understandable that I have to send it to Lindell, let them fix it, let them send it back. And dude's just like, hey man, you buy stuff all the time, we can do it, we're gonna do it for you. So appreciate it, Colin, from Sweetwater, and I also appreciate you guys watching this. So thanks very much. There will be videos with noise and nerdy tests coming soon. I just gotta finish this dang patch bay stuff. All right, later, bye.